Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Shrimp. You know everybody favorite baby daddy, the voice of the street, man. And today we in Miami and Atlanta with it, right? I just want y'all to pay attention to this, y'all. When I say it's a war on these rappers, I really do mean it, y'all. You know, the hip hop police is really on these guys real heavy. And that's why I be trying to preach to them and I be telling them to, straighten up their act. You got to dot your T's and, dot your I's and cross all your T's. You got to have everything done correctly. You need legal security. Now, the latest incident just happened, y'all. They catch Polo G up in Miami. The boy was just going to his album release party and he gets pulled over by the police. And they snatch him out the car, talking about tinted windows. Snatch him out the car. They got two pistols in the car. The pistols must have been legal because they didn't charge him with that. They charged him with resisting arrest, and he was so mad he ended up fighting the officers. He didn't want to get out the car, and it's a big old ruckus, and people seen who he was, because, it get to the point where you really get tired of the police, y'all. And when you doing everything right and legal and they still fucking with you. Now the man so close to the venue, y'all, he can see the fucking place. He can literally see the place and he like, oh, look at these motherfuckers, man. These pussy motherfuckers. So he didn't get out the car. They had 3 people with him. All them done got out the car. He the last one in the car. They had to physically pull Polo out. Polo like, nigga, I'ma beat you to death, motherfucker, and woo. And they say Polo said he didn't want to get out the car because the car was bulletproof and he felt safer in the car. I guess he felt, man, I'm gonna be in more danger getting out there. If y'all go shoot me in here, whatever was going through his mind at that time, that's how he was thinking. But I be really trying to educate these rappers. I be like, man, y'all need to get your shit together, man, and stop moving how y'all moving and move a little better. But it's just a mentality, y'all. When you just built for the jungle, that's the only place you go survive at. See, the same tactics you use to survive in the ghetto, you can't use in the real world, y'all. You can't use them in white man society. And let me tell you something else. One thing white folks and police hate more than anything is a nigga with some legal goddamn money. I'm telling you. They hate that shit damn near more than they do drug dealers. And I told y'all they do not like rappers getting rich off talking about illegal shit. They don't like it. So what they do, they trying to find a way to fuck y'all money up. That's why they busting y'all on every fucking corner. Do y'all notice they lock up more rappers than they do motherfucking drug dealers? Tell me when the last time you heard a big drug bust. But I bet you can tell me when the last time 4 rappers went to jail. I guarantee you that. Look at Pooh Shiesty. He done caught 2 fucking cases in Miami. The baby went down there in Miami. He had a shootout coming out the goddamn steakhouse. Now here it is, Polo G. He can't even make it to his motherfucking album release party. He get jacked by the police. The other little local rapper, he had 25 motherfuckers shot up at his album release party. Come on, man. This shit is crazy. This is really crazy. They don't give a fuck about y'all making no money like that. They really want to stop people from making money like that. So what they do, like I said, if y'all think racism is gone, it's not. So what they do is like, hey, okay, this nigga getting all this money, he better have all this shit together. I'm going to tell you what the police told me one time. I got pulled over on a motherfucking expressway one time. I was speeding. I said, man, it's my birthday. I'm finna make it to such and such. He said, yeah, well, if you ain't got all the proper shit, you ain't gonna make it. And that motherfucker hunky looked me dead in my face and told me that. I'm like, damn. You gonna lock a motherfucker up on his birthday? He said, you won't be the first one. And I'm like, well, I hope I'm not going. And he ran my name and shit. I was cool. Let me go. But that motherfucker, he said, if boy, you ain't got the proper shit, you ain't gonna make it. So you think they give a fuck about Polo G making it to his album release party? No. They didn't give a fuck. They roughed him up and everything, charged him with battery on the police. See, the city, or I want to say, the world had been closed down for a while, y'all, from the pandemic, right? So they just opening up everything. So Miami is got the bag. They inviting all the rappers there. Because, see, they ain't just down there because of the sun, y'all. They down there getting money. You know, them walkthroughs, them concerts, all that shit been happening in Miami. That's why they all down there. It ain't no coincidence they just all down there. You know what I mean? So that's what's happening. But they want to fuck up shit. Look, do you think it's a coincidence that Polo G just had an album drop? He just had an album drop. It's doing real good. So they want to put some dirt on his name. Now they got a case on him. Just think of every rapper you know. They damn near putting cases on him. Casanova still in jail. G Herbo got a case he fighting. Lil Durk got a case he fighting. Pooh Shiesty got a case. Polo just called a case. Everybody they can get their hands on, and if they shit ain't legal, they locking them up. They locking them up because they do not care. And to be honest, music is fucking up a lot of shit and how things go on the street. We just so used to it, y'all, that it's fucking us up. We program it. We program to this shit we in. And that's what happened in the hood every day, so it don't bother us either. But you ain't ever thought about, y'all be seeing these motherfuckers doing a little beatbox challenge and shit. Y'all ever listen to the words of that song when he said, knock a nigga motherfucker dreads off? Don't y'all know it? He mean that shit. Somebody dread done been knocked off his motherfucking head. Yeah, I done seen it too. I done seen the motherfucker dreads knocked off and on the ground. It's not a pretty sight. And ain't no motherfucker live to tell you about that. The nigga who dread was knocked off his motherfucking head. He did. So next time you got your goofy ass up there doing the beatbox challenge, think about that while you're dancing to that song. It's catchy and all that little shit on TikTok. I remember back in the days, they used to beep out any little thing that they call explicit lyrics. They used to beep it out on the radio. Doop, doop, doop. When the last time you heard a song beeped on the radio? Please. They ain't beeping shit. Because they know the more violence the niggas talk about, the more violent we become, the worse shit get in the hood. Now let me tell y'all another story, because I'm tired of talking about rappers, which is why I ain't made a couple of videos in a few days, because that's all the fuck happened. But I ran across this video the other night, one of my partners sent me. It's this lady in Jacksonville, black lady, y'all. She bought a gas station, doing very well, right? They put on the news, congratulating her. She bought a gas station. First African-American woman to own a gas station. The feds get upset. They don't like it. They start watching the woman, trying to see what she doing. How did she buy a gas station? Because they don't want you to own shit. They want to know where the money come from. And when you know the woman a little dirty, they start following her around, tap her phones and shit. She got family or whoever. They into drug dealing. Whoever she hooked up with, they making it seem like she the boss, y'all. She talking to people on the phone like, man, make sure that shit weigh right. Last time I bought an ounce from that nigga, it was short, woo. But they flipped it like she trying to make sure it right. She just trying to get what her money paid for, you feel me? But nah, just that on the news, right? Just that little incident with her being on the news, just for owning the gas station, started a whole investigation and ended up getting 7 people locked up. Let me let y'all see this, man. This is crazy. This is really crazy. I'm showing y'all this to let y'all know that's how much they hate on people. Now, if they did this to a black woman, and start investigating her, what you think they care about these
Everyone
rappers?
Says content is king.
They really don't give a fuck.
But even royal.
I hate these commercials, y'all, but this is how we getting money. So don't get mad when y'all start saying them on my channel, because they coming real soon. I just put all that paperwork in there, y'all. Told y'all your boy done got up there now.
Tonight we learned that a woman who police say played a major role in a large-scale drug...
Oh my God, come on, man.
...drug trafficking organization has made headlines before. I want to show you a video of 44-year-old Kimberly Walker. News4Jax previously profiled her when she became the first African-American to own a BP gas station in Florida. This was last summer. That gas station is located in Arlington. Well, now she's one of 8 people indicted by a federal grand jury. News4Jax reporter Eric Avni has been following the story since we first learned of charges yesterday. Eric's joining us live with what we learned today.
Well, we learned that Kimberly Walker still owns this BP gas station. We also found out that federal agents used News4Jax video of a story that we did on her a year ago about purchasing this gas station as part of their investigation. The details in these federal court documents reveal 44-year-old Kimberly Walker appears to have been the person calling the shots in what is described by federal investigators as a drug trafficking organization. According to transcripts from phone conversations that were intercepted by federal agents, Walker made sure narcotics were available for sale at this home on 14th Street, which is described by undercover agents as a trap house or a home where narcotics are stored and sold from. According to the report, there were also phone conversations between Walker and a relative about bagging synthetic drugs, later identified as Flacca and Molly. Another intercepted conversation includes comments made by Walker about co-defendant Brandizio Williams, who was shot. Walker is recorded saying they don't want to take the bullet out because it may cause more damage. Also in these federal documents, a transcript from a text message between Walker and an unidentified person about receiving bags of narcotics and making sure it's the exact amount. We also learned that on January 14th, an undercover agent and a confidential informant entered this BP gas station in Arlington believed to be owned by Walker, then later confirmed after another informant showed investigators this News4Jax story on Walker becoming the first African-American in Florida to purchase a BP gas station.
As I looked around, I realized that gas stations didn't close down through the COVID-19.
In March, a confidential informant wearing a recording device and working under the direction of federal agents showed up at the trap house and reportedly purchased Flacca and Molly. Walker and the other suspects have been under constant surveillance from both on the ground and from a helicopter overhead. This is also how investigators say they learned some of the drug transactions took place outside the Bottoms Up strip club on Blanding Boulevard. So basically what we have learned is the heavy surveillance combined with that the controlled purchase of narcotics is what led to Walker and the 7 other suspects being indicted. Now, if they are convicted on those charges, they each could face up to 20 years in a federal prison. Reporting live in Arlington, Eric Avni, Channel 4, the local station.
It's your favorite local special.
Now you see that, y'all? Now, they start hating on this woman, y'all, just because she was on the news. You would think y'all supposed to be congratulating a woman. She the first African American to own a fucking gas station. And y'all open up an investigation on the woman and start trying to see where her money coming from. Naturally, the money had a little dirt on it, y'all. Okay, yeah. But it wasn't that big time because they didn't bust none of her suppliers or nothing. She just was a woman from the hood, probably flipping a little something. You know, niggas, we have baby mamas and women that we show the game, and they learn how to do it on their own, too. Niggas go to jail, and women have connects of their own, like, fuck it. I can buy an ounce, my little cousin will sell it for me. And that's all it is. She bought some shit and had some people moving it. Because, you see, she ain't connected to nobody else big. They got her like she the top dog, and she just got 7 little people under her, and they just running around, and they got a little trap house, and they just getting their money. But one thing you need to do, y'all, is when you involved in anything legit, you need to be all the way legit. And that's my message to you rappers. You cannot have one foot in the street and 1 foot out. You got to take that 1 foot all the way out the street. Either you go fly right or you not go fly at all. That's the message these white folks is trying to get to y'all. Either y'all go do it right or you ain't go do it at all. It's your boy G Shrump, everybody fake baby daddy, voice of the street. I'm out of here. Channel